My husband and I recently eloped in Australia. Because we are Canadian, we had to complete the legal paperwork in Canada before leaving. It wasn't a wedding celebration, it was simply signing documents so our elopement would be legally recognized. We kept it as intimate as possible. The only people there were my husband, myself, my brother and his fiancée as witnesses, and my parents, whom I invited purely as a courtesy. A few weeks beforehand, my 62-year-old dad asked if he could bring his girlfriend of a year and a half. I have only met her 3 times, so I politely told him no. I explained that this was just legal paperwork, not a family gathering. He said he understood. Then the day arrived. My dad showed up late and brought her anyway. I was shocked and incredibly uncomfortable, but I swallowed my feelings to avoid drama before signing my marriage papers. Afterward, my husband suggested taking photos. I wanted one simple picture with both of my parents. They have been divorced for 15 years, so this wasn't about pretending to be a family. I just wanted my mother and father beside me. Instead, my dad stood several feet away, barely smiled, and looked like he didn't even want to be there. As we were leaving, I tried to be the bigger person. I walked over to his girlfriend, smiled, offered a hug, and invited her to join us for lunch. Instead of accepting, she glared at me, rejected the hug, curtly snapped no, and pulled my dad away by the hand. My dad had originally insisted on treating everyone to lunch, but instead, he offered a half-hearted apology, said they had to leave, and walked away with her. My husband and I ended up paying for lunch ourselves. We left for Australia that evening, and our elopement was incredible. But now that we are home, I've had time to process how abandoned I felt. We are currently planning a very small, intimate dinner to celebrate with our inner circle, just parents, siblings, grandparents, and a few close friends. Naturally, my dad asked to bring his girlfriend again. This time, I said no even more firmly. I reminded him that he had already ignored my wishes once, and given how uncomfortable she made the legal ceremony, I wasn't going to invite her to an intimate celebration. His response? He claimed he has trouble with confrontation, doesn't know how to tell her she isn't invited, and said she won't like it. I explained that if this were a 150-person reception, it would be different. But this dinner is intentionally tiny. It feels like my dad is more worried about upsetting his girlfriend than hurting his own daughter. I don't think it is fair that I have to compromise my boundaries just so he can avoid an uncomfortable conversation. Am I the asshole for questioning my relationship with my dad after he prioritized his girlfriend over me during my wedding? I always imagined my dad would make me feel loved and supported during major life moments. Instead,